Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Gritty from GRT Paintball, and in this video, we're talking about the center of the field. We've already done the snake, we've already done the Dorito side. This time, we're going to talk about how we can lock down these lanes in the middle. This is the MSXL Nashville Open layout going on May 16th through the 18th at Sharp Springs Park. So if you're playing that event, this video is for you. Let's waste no more time. We are going to jump right in. Okay, so there's not a lot going on in the middle, but there is a lot going on in the middle. I see big, wide gaps immediately. Let's just get down here and take a look. Now, if you... I look super weird up there on that big screen. I can't get over it. Now, if you watched the snake video or the Dorito video, then we talked about some lanes to shoot off the break to shut down those runs. And just a quick recap, this lane here, if you are playing this back center bunker, and then if you are, oh, slow down, big boy. If you're going to go up this center gut, this lane here will shut down that snake. You could shoot that one, but I think I would shoot that one as a primary. Now, let's take a look at how we can use this center of the field to completely dominate the other team. You've got to watch out when you're moving to this center tower that you're not catching lanes coming in from both sides. Because this tower can be shut down by somebody moving out to this D side can if they're shooting over the top of the wedge. And it can also be shut down by somebody moving up to this grit tower. Whoa, what is that? I just learned something new. What did I just do? That was interesting. It can be shut down by somebody moving to this grit tower over the top of the center brick. So, got to be really careful moving into this tower up the center. So we've got this gap just over the snake 1 beam. We've got the outside of snake 2. And we've got the inside of snake 4. And even if they're wrapping on the top, you've got the snake 4 on the outside. And then Viper, of course. So this is going to be a good bunker to be in if you can survive here. Looking on the D side, you've got the mini apple. You've got turret in the back D side corner. You've got some gap here if you catch somebody making a bump out wide. And again, we're here, if you're looking at the big screen in the background, looking at those shots there. Now, moving into, through the bunker, moving into the center structure, I have a feeling that this thing is going to get chaotic. You guys chime in and let me know what you're thinking about this center brick. But we have this can all day. Got the inside of D1. Then we have our mirror on the outside. But I think this bunker is going to be... I don't know, you don't have as many shots on the snake side. You have that tower over there. You got the tower. Got the outside of the snake 2. Let's go snake side first and just see what this wedge has to offer. So you could probably catch somebody slipping here. You've got D2. That is D2, correct? Yes. Got D2 on the inside, so that might be where you start if you pop up in this bunker, is immediately put a lane on D2. And again, that raises a point. If you guys aren't listening for the calls that your team is making, you're going to have a really hard time. So you get to these key positions, these key bunkers, listen to your team, listen to your boys. What are they saying? Is there somebody in D2? Or, hey, is there somebody in S4? Oh, now we're in a different position here, huh? So you may have to stand up and fight your way through this. Keep that in mind. You guys got to have listening ears while you're on the field. Now let's jump over to the D-side wedge. Yeah, I think this wedge has quite a few more options. Might get a sliver on that little wedge or the little W right there. But you got D1, D2. And you got the outside of turret, so if you catch somebody wrapping, and then you have the can as well. And then, actually, I'm going to tell you what. This has really good looks on the snake. If somebody's sitting up in the S2, it's got a really good look over there. And that's probably a spot you're going to catch some people at. So keep this in mind as well. Or that snake 3 knuckle. And then the moment we've been waiting for, I've been wanting to get inside this thing since we started. What happens if somebody jumps inside and wants to play around in the center 50 structure? You've got S4, you've got S2, you've got S1, you've got the Cobra, and you can't hardly see it, but that's the can right there as well for snake side and the grit tower. Looking D side, we've got this tower here, we've got this can. You might catch somebody over the top of that little brick right there, and then you have all of the Doritos. So let's say you're in this D-side wedge, dive over the snake beam, go in low. You're blocked out from most of the snake anyways. I think we're going to see a lot of plays that happen in this center structure. Yeah. Now, I wonder, let me get over here, and there's snake 2. Yeah, you've got a lot of cover from that position. So if you're in their brick, just depends on which side you're looking at, but if you pop up on their D side, you're covered from the snake 2. Now, the snake 4 is out of the question. I mean, you're kind of screwed if somebody comes up there. But you could definitely get in here and wreak some havoc from this center structure. So if we zoom out, we take a look at it, I think my pick is probably going D side and then over the beam into their center brick. And then looking D side from there. But it all depends on what the weight of the field is like, right? So if there's nobody out wide on the D side, you may decide you want to just stay here in this side of the wedge and then wrap on the outside. That may be the safer option for you. If you go snake side, there's not as many options. You do have some options on the D side from here, but I don't know. This one gets my pick. Well, that's going to do it for the center breakdown for the MSXL Nashville Open. Guys, can't thank y'all enough for sticking with me this long. I hope you found value in this. I know it gets kind of rambly as we're going through this, but you know what? This is a first walkthrough for me as well. So just first impressions of the field. I think the snake is where the party's at. And the center, you're going to see some chaos in the center that ensues. D side, I'm not a huge fan of it. I think there are some opportunities over there. I think you got to have somebody in that D side corner for support. But primarily, I think you're going to be finding more bodies snake side and center. But that always leaves opportunity to flip the narrative and change the meta on the field. So don't be closed off to working that D side as a unit and putting a few bodies over there, maybe in a crazy play. You might just find yourself flipping the field and changing the way the tournament plays. But if this video helped you, please give this video a like, subscribe to the channel. That helps me with GRT Paintball. As always, I appreciate everyone's support moving into this new business venture of mine with GRT, and just loving being a part of the community. And oh, one last thing. I want to tell you guys, if you're playing MSXL here in a week, good luck. I hope you guys find success with your team and you guys have a great tournament weekend. And I'll tell you what, for anybody that tags their team in the comments, I will be following every team that tags themselves in my comments. I want to support you guys. So give me a shout with your team name. I will find you and I will be following along. So that's it for me. Thank you guys. My name's Gritty with GRT Paintball. I'll see you guys very, very soon.